Hi, this is Jeff Berry, and welcome to the Nature Calling channel, where we aim to deepen connection to the earth and to the spirit of life and to all our kin on this beautiful planet.
That inner glow that we all know, it's closely related to gnosis, but gnosis is more of a knowing, more of an awareness. The inner glow is something that radiates out from within us, from within our core, from our hara or our dantian. It's a kind of embodied awakening that is inherently generous, that we glow with when we have a gnosis of our being awakened in an ecosystem, in a universe, in a physical, material way, as well as in a sentient, conscious way. Our inner glow, it's something that needs to be protected. It's like a sapling in a way. We need to water it and make sure it's got good soil and sunlight, maybe a fence to keep it from being eaten away by the world. We can form a relationship with our inner glow. So not just tending like a gardener, but nurturing it so that we radiate with our inner glow. We need to remember and experience and embody the realization that the whole universe is within, and that we can share that feeling with others, with our fellow humans, and also with the more than human nature, the whole world. When we glow and we're filled with love and gratitude, then nature welcomes that. As the great Native American New Mexico teacher Martin Prechtel reminds us, we should praise nature openly for all of the beauty and all of its generous gifts. When that comes from an inner glow, we're not looking for anything in return. And when we appreciate our inner glow, it's in the same way as giving thanks to the sun at dawn with a sense of gratitude for life. In both those senses, within and without, we are actually opening a doorway to the heavens, a doorway to the sacred. And through this doorway, it remains open right now. We find there's no fearful begging for the appearance of spiritual reality. There's no distant contemplation as if it's somewhere else and we wish it were here. We actually have a living relationship with divine light right now, both within and without. That doorway is still held open in mythic tales, in teachings, and in the attendant rituals and practices that help us to embody and to get back in touch with that inner glow so that we're radiating with spiritual generosity. So it's not just a matter of exotic indigenous tales or ancient cultures that all seem so distant from us and that we wouldn't want to culturally appropriate anyway. We need to find this within, as so many elders have tried to teach us. We need to get our own stories right and our own relationship with the earth right. And what I'm teaching is also our relationship with light. When we get that right, when we get that inner glow, then we have something that we can share and that we can be a part of that's more than human. It's an enticing possibility because it can return us to a way of being that's relatively timeless. In terms of the long arc of human evolution on this planet, this is something humans have always done. This is primal culture, really. But we can do it in a way that's absolutely modern and true to ourselves. We might have to unlearn a lot of modern socialization, our enculturation, if you like, a lot of the bad habits we've been taught about a kind of shallow materialism, a lot of consumption and taking and not giving. We need to get back to the reciprocal relationship as physical beings and in terms of our light, our inner glow. And and then we can be in commune. We can commune with light and with bodies. And that's the light of the sun, but it's also the light of the moon, of the stars. Of course, they're all related, the cosmic or celestial light of suns, the way that light can be seen all around us in sunrises and sunsets, glistening in the dew, reflecting off the surface of a river, or making those beautiful shapes in the water when we go for a swim in the ocean. Open your eyes underwater and have a look at the light from down there. It's another experience. So if we do learn to unlearn a lot of the ways we've been socialized, which are very reductive, capitalistic, which really want to keep us just as unreflective, unquestioning consumers, then we can come back to a primal experience of that inner glow within. And that will be awakening, that will bring us back to our own gnosis, but also our realization of a way of being in the world that is worthy, that is worth sharing, and that feeds the soul, and that actually is, in a way, I mean, if we can devote some of our personal time and space to this kind of practice, almost sounds a bit selfish. It's the opposite. If we can really tap into that inner glow, that gnosis of our oneness with the universe, then we really have something to give. And actually it can make us much more generous people. That's that inner glow.
Thanks for watching, and please consider liking this video. And if you want more content like this, subscribe, and the Nature Calling bell will toll for you. This is Jeff signing off.